All right, and we're actually back again, second time today. After some technical difficulties, we are back and ready for action. Hopefully, it'll go a little bit smoother this time. But yeah, back to what we were saying. In case you guys missed it, scripted alert bet hit. It hit really well. Crazy week, NFL Week 5. Basically, week of the underdogs. Every underdog team that was a crazy underdog ended up winning this week. Almost so much so that it kind of overshadows how amazing our week 5 script alert bet actually was. But the one thing I will say about all the other games, except for maybe the 49er one, script alert bet, it was never a doubt. Like, you never really felt nervous. Patriots somehow were in control of the game basically the entire time. Josh Allen playing catch up. And, I felt really relaxed watching the game. You know what I'm saying? I felt really comfortable. Feet up on the couch, popcorn, pizza, soda, just chilling, watching Drake May and Stephon Diggs look like the second coming of Tom Brady and Randy Moss. It really was something. It really was something. And as much as I don't like the Patriots as a team because they were so good for so long with the most annoying fan base of all time, it was nice to kind of be able to kind
Listen
of
to
like
this.
hobnob with the fan base for
Listen
once,
to this hater. Listen to this hater. Yeah, it's a great feeling, huh? To finally be part of something. Yeah, from an ex-Patriot fan when I used to, have a team. Yeah, man. It's like I said, I had to go back into my old, Patriot ways. So it was cool seeing them. Stephon Diggs, I'm a big fan. Always got him on the fantasy team. Uh, that's kind of how you know it's scripted, bro. Like out of all game, I mean, I get it. Out of all games to come alive, against your old team, Buffalo, but you see him after the game, his first time going on live. He's dancing like NBA YoungBoy with the team, the whole squad going crazy. It's like, come on, man, y'all. This does kind of smell like kind of scripted, man. Come on. But hey,
bro.
I don't
Let
like
me
it
ask you a
though.
question though. Let me ask you a question
I
though. If
don't
uh,
care
if
about
I
Josh
didn't tell
Allen's.
you like, yo, bro, the script is this for this game, would you have believed it? Would you be?
Would I
Would you have been
believe?
like surprised or?
Nah, I wasn't surprised. Like my thing was, I was just that this last week for me already. I was just like, I'm just gonna chill, you know. And then when we were talking about on the episode a couple days ago, I was like, I mean, it's making sense. So I'll just wait to see, if we're right. And we were. So now it's like, okay, now it's time to try and put these patterns into place. Because I was just like, after that first opening first 2-3 weeks, I was like, nah, this NFL's on some weird shit right now. So, but yeah, it was crazy to see instead of looking for all right, things should be according to plan. It was kind of like the reverse. It was like, all right, let's see what shouldn't happen that will happen. And yeah, crazy enough. So yeah, next week I'm
Yeah,
gonna
hopefully,
be.
hopefully
I'm
you
gonna
put in
be
the bet, dude. Hopefully you put in that bet. You know what I'm
at
saying?
least, at least, at least the Patriots. At least the Patriots. If anything, at least the Patriots. We were kind of like it was
Bro, it was just
looking.
crazy because like I remember saying that and I was like, man, am I crazy? Am I like reaching a little too much here? Drake May, Mac Jones balling out in the same week, like, and then I saw what I tell you, what was it NFL Live? And I was like, yeah, if you see everybody picking one team, just know, just, just hey, spider sense is tingling, bro. As soon as I thought that, I felt more comfortable. And then, but I was also getting kind of nervous because I'm like, wait, the Titans won? Wait, the Broncos won? I was like, there's too many upsets. I'm like, it's gonna mess up the flow of it, you know? But lo and behold, it's the week of upsets. Every team, every underdog team, this is your week. This is your week to show up and say, like, yo, we still here, except for the Jets for some reason. Uh, they didn't really Jets are still the Jets. Um, but even the Panthers got a win. I'm like, bro, like Panthers looking like so. Hey, I don't know. This looks like the most random NFL season right now. It looks like it's going to be a very balanced NFL season where there are no foregone conclusions. And because again, a lot of these wins happen in the fourth quarter. Most of these games are over. It looked like they were over in the third quarter. Fourth quarter hit. All of a sudden, the floodgates of points just erupt. These guys just come alive. Bro, the Titans came back from 21-6 after a guy dropped a touchdown. All of a sudden, these guys, and it was just the most random stuff. Cam Ward falling all over himself and just like the most random touchdowns. Shouldn't even have happened, but we're living in a new world right now, new world order. And it seems like we got the perfect strategy for this because for whatever reason, NFL does not want blowouts during prime time, period. And so now betting on these underdogs during prime time seems to be the move. But we just got to continue to pick our spots, you know what I'm saying? And like really, really, kind of understand, okay, what narratives could be in place to make this happen? Because again, this is not going to happen every week with these underdogs are just winning every single time. But we are going to have our spots. It's going to be up to us to kind of just, feel them out and kind of come up with the right narrative. So for this week, after cashing in and sort of enjoying that Patriots allowance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't put too much money on them because Patriots, but some lunch money, you know what I'm saying? Take your girl out for a little bit money. So hopefully next week let's try to see if we can figure out what the next game is going to be, where the script will be in full effect. So CJ, if you can pull them up, I have about actually let's add this to the screen first. So I've located about 9 games this week that are in a very similar spot to a lot of the underdog win games from week 5.
9?
So, yes.
Come on, man. You gotta...
Bro, look, there's
right,
like 6. There was like 6 upsets I guess this past week, including the Chiefs right now. Most of these upsets, the public is on 90% on one side. So these 9 games that we've located, the public is on 90% one side.
I think moving forward, though, we got to know what to be called an upset. Tonight is not really it's an upset for what basis? Like, just because we know the Chiefs to be a champion, a Super Bowl team, like, come on, like, this season, though, like, let's be real. It's not an upset. It's just kind of a, you know what I mean? But, I mean, that's something that's just to look out for. But games like that where it's like, just to point it out, because 9, we can't say 9. 9 upsets.
We have 9. I kind of want to send you this screenshot that I have here. I don't know if I can though.
Send it in the Telegram. I'll try and.
Let me see if I can send you this real quick, because this will give you like an overview of all the games. So you can see what I'm talking about. Like, there's about 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 games. So out of the 15 games, I'm saying like 9 of these games are one-sided.
Okay, well, and then maybe maybe half of those you're staying away from, as opposed to just you kind of.
Yeah, the other ones are low-key, like we call those coin flip games, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 9 seems about right. Out of
I can airdrop this to myself or something. Airdrop. Nope, can't do it. All right. We'll just rock with this. So let's rock with these 9. Yeah. So far, okay. Let me see what we got. So we have now the first couple games, a lot of these games I don't necessarily care about in terms of like the script alert, because like they're in the middle of the day. They're just more random. But there's no real need to manipulate a random game unless Vegas just really wants to cash in. So let's look at the most likely games first. So the first game we're going to look at is Thursday night. Now, Thursday night, primetime game, Amazon slot. We got a division rivalry. We got the Philadelphia Eagles against the New York Giants. The Eagles are the Frankenstein team of the NFL right now. These dudes look great for about 2 quarters, look ass for about 2 quarters. For some reason, you have Saquon Barkley. The guy's not even averaging over like 50 yards a game. For some reason, you have AJ Brown. The guy barely gets like 2 receptions a game. Somehow, what's his name? The quarterback of the team is in discussion for like best quarterback in the NFL. Barely throws the ball. So but they find a way to win. So it's a really strange team, but the Broncos finally found a way to upset them for the first time this season. So short week. You just played on Sunday. Short week. They're playing on the road uh, in New York. The Giants just lost to the Saints of all teams. Saints had 2 fumbles and they had 2 interceptions. So Jackson Dart looking like a rookie, basically. No Malik Neighbors and Cam Scatterbo fumbled. So it could be a get right game for them. The spread here is insane. 4-1 Eagles. 95% of the public on the Eagles. And Vegas is predicting a 7-point spread.
Sure.
So the Eagles to win by at least a touchdown, which is pretty big. It's pretty big in the line in the world of betting.
Neighbors, I believe, is still out, right?
Yeah, he's out for the season, ACL.
Yeah, he only got one. I think one other guy. Philly got it. And even if you wanted to take Giants, I don't even think you'd be able to bet on the game. So Philly got it.
It depends on where you're at. Like if you got these odds, you can bet on these odds. But would you even want to? That's really the question. Like, so normally in this spot, I do like the Eagles, but now I'm questioning it because again, Thursday night, prime time, we saw what happened to the Rams.
You want to? Okay.
Jackson Dart does not look like a bad quarterback. He actually looks pretty good in spots. If he's not throwing too much, he looks pretty decent. The Eagles' defense hasn't been Bo Nix is not like an amazing quarterback. Like he's fairly similar to Jackson Dart. So this is a game where I can actually see the Eagles losing. I can see the Eagles losing this game, and then people being like, "Oh, like the house is on fire," type of shit.
So are you taking the Giants or not? What you mean? You can see who are you taking?
Here's what I got. Here's my notes for this game, because I'm thinking about what's the narrative going to be here. Because if you see like everybody choosing the Eagles, like Eagles going to get right, All right, cool. The narrative could be like, if the Giants win, okay, the Eagles have a problem. Like we need to talk about the Eagles. What's wrong with the Eagles? Jackson Dart definitely wins in a very ugly game. So for the Giants to win this game, it can't be a shootout. It's going to have to be like a pretty defensive struggle, basically. So low scoring game. Giants pull it out. Maybe they get a couple turnovers or something like that. Jackson Dart does just enough to keep it safe. And
I don't know. I think they're in that position where it's like they just lost one of their best, like a big part of their offense. Second, they already won a game recently. Like them winning another game soon enough is not, there's other factors that I just see it as Eagles, like how everyone else is seeing it, Eagles taking it. There's no
I don't see the Eagles really losing.
There's no script alert,
I don't really see the Eagles losing twice in a row. That's the thing.
That too, but you can never count that, to be honest. You can never count that. I mean, shit, these guys might tie for all we know, So.
They're not going to tie. Let's not go crazy. But I just don't see – it's hard to see the Eagles losing twice in a row. The Giants did beat the Chargers when the Chargers were looking like they could go to the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying.
So
they beat two Super Bowl contending teams? Nah. It's Eagles, man. It's Eagles.
The problem is in this spot. So do you think it's going to be a close game or not?
To be honest, no. I don't think it's going to be a close game. I think it'll be respectable, but it won't be like, like fourth quarter, like, who's going to, I don't think it'll be like that.
Yeah, I don't really have a good narrative in my head for this game. So I'm going to go with you here. I do think the Eagles get right here. Can't see Saquon Barkley going back to the Giants and just getting dominated. That'll be kind of weird. Like he's gonna be hyped up for that game. He's gonna want to play well. Um, but I don't know. I think the Eagles offense does look bad, and their defense is not great.
They
So I
always
think
look bad.
they might be a little over. They got talent for sure, but they might be a little overrated. And if I'm right about that, the Giants will have an opportunity, but I don't know if they're good enough to cash in right now. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles, but in a game that's way too close. So I probably say Eagles can probably win inside of 10 points. So let's move on to another game. So the next game that I want to look at is let's see. Um I got Browns Pittsburgh. This is one. So obviously Steelers 2-1 favorite. Browns coming off a loss in London. Dylan Gabriel starting. He looked okay. Playing Rodgers. I'm hearing a lot of stuff. So number one, I have my washed quarterback theory. Aaron Rodgers will look trash. He will look washed if he's playing an actually good team. The problem with that theory is the team that they're playing actually good or not? That's the hard part because it's subjective. However,
Yeah.
what do you
Yeah.
got?
No, I'm just saying this is pretty much like the last one we just looked at, man.
In terms of the spread?
Yeah, smaller scale, but I mean I'm rocking with Steelers too. I think this looks accurate.
Yeah. This one, the odds, the money line odds are a little more normal. Like 2-1 is way better than 4-1. But I actually like how the Steelers look. I think the Steelers were more underrated. The media really shitted on the Steelers early in the season, and now they're coming back around. Like Aaron Rodgers is rated like the worst quarterback in the NFL by Pro Football Focus, and that's just not true. Like he's literally like one of the better quarterbacks right now. However, they're playing tomato cans. They're not really playing anybody. So all I'm saying is, if you guys really play somebody, Aaron Rodgers will look washed. I just don't know if the Browns are that team. So here's the thing. So it's 2-1 right now. 2-1 for the Steelers. Here's why I think the Browns could win. Number one, if the Browns win this game, number one, the Browns have a good defense. Their defense, they obviously beat the Packers, so their defense is okay. They almost beat the Vikings. If the Browns win this game, Dylan Gabriel will be he may be solidified as their quarterback. Like they may just be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go with this guy. And if that happens, I'm hearing, hey, Shador to the Raiders. Shador Sanders to the Raiders. What's up? Hey, you guys already like black quarterbacks, so what's up? Like,
come on, man.
Let's just get the new version. Let's get the new hotness out there. You guys play the washed up guy. Get the new kid out there. Las Vegas, Shador Sanders, big name, big time. What's up? Primetime Junior. He's available. So, and who said that? Damian Lillard. So I'm just saying, the people are speaking. If Dylan Gabriel looks good, why hold on to Shador Sanders? We need the media attention in Vegas. Let's just make a move.
What? So you're telling me the Browns? So who are you picking? Let's put away this.
I'm leaning Browns here.
Gosh, guys, go with the Steelers, bro. Browns, they're peanuts. They're peanuts. Okay, this is gonna be one of those games. Aaron Rodgers actually, he goes crazy again. Again, it's inflated, but again, he's playing against peanuts. I don't know what you want. I mean, come on. Cleveland, yeah, they had a good week, but again, they just coming back, traveling back off, week in London. It's going back to Steelers. I think it's getting a little cold right now. I hope the forecast says some snow.
Bro, you know who else?
Yeah.
You know who else is talking like that? The Green Bay Packers, Mr. Jordan Love and Micah Parsons.
No, man, I think Pittsburgh takes it.
So yeah, man, and then another thing too. Like again, if their pass rush can get to Aaron Rodgers, it's gonna be a long day. If it can't, then yeah, Aaron Rodgers, I think will do his thing. And here's another thing: how good is Dylan Gabriel? I think that's the one thing we're gonna see here. Because I'm saying, my theory is like if Aaron Rodgers is playing against a good team, he will look washed. He looked washed when he played Seattle. So how much better is Sam Darnold than Dylan Gabriel, basically? Right? So again, trust me, this game to me is on script alert. The script is, all right, Dylan Gabriel gets his first win. He looks good. Okay, this may be the quarterback of the future. Hey, but what about Shador? How about send him to the Raiders? And yeah, that's just what it is. Pittsburgh no longer running with the division. It's now closer. Is Aaron Rodgers, Ross? We'll see, dude. But trust me, this is one of the games where you don't want to be taking the Steelers as no lock. This is going to be the Browns are going to be way closer to winning this game than people think.
So you're taking the Steelers though, or you're staying away from it? Okay, you got the Browns altogether. Okay, all right. So you got Browns.
And I may take the Browns. Steelers. I may take the Browns spread. The Browns with the points. Browns to lose by 5 points. I may take that.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
I like that. I may not bet them outright, but I do like them like losing by like a field goal or something.
We'll see, but okay.
I like the Browns with the points. Okay. The next game I got is Chargers Miami. Okay. So here's another game. So both these teams lost this past week. Chargers are looking like the Chargers.
That's two straight losses, right? Chargers?
Not straight losses, but
Giants and then Commanders.
But it wasn't back to back though.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Chargers gonna Charger, bro. Chargers gonna Charger. So the Chargers have a lot of injuries, and they have a lot of injuries to their offensive line. The more I watch football, the more I realize that the offensive line is literally everything. If your offensive line is not good, you can't run the ball, you can't pass the ball, you can't do anything. Chargers, their best offensive linemen are already out. So now Herbert is looking like Justin Herbert from 2 years ago or whatever. Their new running back, Omarion Hampton, rookie, having a breakout season, hurt. Best receiver right now, Keenan Allen, veteran of like 15 years, old man. Great route runner, but old. McConkey hasn't done shit all season. So, and then you guys just lost to Jaden Daniels. Great team, but you guys were up 10-0 and then just got stomped. So you got that. And then you got the Dolphins. Perennial disappointment in the NFL. These are soft as tissue, and Tyreek Hill's out now. He's out for the season. They got some nice pieces. Jalen Waddle. They got a new tight end back. I forget his name, Waller. Tua, if he has enough time, can throw a nice ball, can make some things happen. You guys, but you guys lost to the Carolina Panthers. You lost to Bryce Young and the Panthers. Couldn't stop the run. Couldn't do anything. So, but for whatever reason, Miami played pretty good at home. For whatever reason, they're a fairly decent home team. So now you got Tua versus Herbert. People think that Herbert was better, but right now it seems like you guys are basically the same person. So this spread started off as 1.5. points. Now it's at 4.5 in favor of the Chargers. 92% of people think that the Chargers are going to win this game. And honestly, I feel like the Chargers, in theory, normally would win this game. But based on what I just saw recently, I don't know anymore. I don't really know anymore.
This is one of those games where you say, okay, if y'all lose, I can't trust you for the rest of the season. That's what this game is. Because the Dolphins, I'm at that point where I'm like, the Dolphins are kind of done this season. Like they're not going to be considered as we're putting them in that tier with the Browns, the Saints. They're just like, maybe they'll get a lucky week or whatever, but for the most part, if they go up against a top team, they're most likely gonna lose. So this is one of those games where it's like, if they lose, Chargers should win, right? But Chargers also, they're in a funk. So if Chargers lose to the Dolphins, because I'm gonna put my money on the Chargers, right? I'm gonna have them on the parlay. But if they're the team that f's up my parlay, then it's like, all right, no more for the rest of the season because y'all can't.
I'm trying to warn you, bro. I'm trying to warn you right now.
The
Chargers, if you on paper, their talent is not that much different than the Dolphins. Like player for player, fantasy player for fantasy player, they're not that much different than the Dolphins.
Nah, I would stay away, but it wouldn't hurt to put Chargers on a parlay for this week. That's all I'm saying.
I would avoid it. This is one of those spots where I could easily see, first of all, home underdog in the NFL, it covers a lot. So that 4.5 up there.
That's true, yeah.
The home underdogs usually cover that pretty well. But it's such a small spread that if you think they're going to cover that, you might as well just pick them outright. And that's what I'm doing.
And I'm not confident in Miami enough. It's one of those games where it's like, even if I wanted to like search for an underdog, like force it, it's like I can't trust Miami enough. Like Chargers are still better, at least in my opinion. Chargers are still.
No, I agree. Team. I agree. Here's what I see too. Like I know we don't have the total bar at the bottom, but I feel like this is going to be a shootout. Oh, we do have it. Okay, so they have the total score being 43. So that's about like 21-21. It's a pretty low scoring game. I feel like this is going to be over that. I feel like this is actually going to be a shootout because I don't think either defense is any good.
If any.
So this is going to be a shootout. Yeah, and you see the public bet. So everyone thinks that these teams are not going to score any points, which is kind of crazy because neither team has a good defense. That both quarterbacks turn the ball over, but none of these defenses are super amazing. So that 23%, I guarantee the over hits on this game. And if the over hits, it's going to be a shootout. And I'm thinking about, okay, what team do I want in a shootout? You got Herbert, who's throwing to Keenan Allen and McConkey. Neither one of them has been super impressive. And then you have Tua throwing to Waddle, who I know can run a deep ball and like can show up.
Yeah, but he's a what they call it, the highlight receiver? He's like the, deep,
That's what I'm saying though. Like I feel like that's going to be available.
It'll be available, but so it's going to come down to that game. But Chargers are just, that's what I'm saying. As a whole, I see Chargers
Tua in a shootout at home.
Tua's not that
good weather.
Not that. No. We got to stop giving Tua too much because last season this guy.
I'm not. Trust me. I don't really like Tua, but I'm like in this spot. I'm like, okay, he's at home. He does good at home. Good weather. He does good at good weather. They're an underdog. And then they're playing the Chargers, who are like the same team as them.
Because remember, out of these 9 games, only 2 or 3 of them are going to be underdogs. So you said the last one was considered Steelers-Browns was considered a underdog, might take it. So you got to think, like, do you think? But hey, this one I got Chargers, like straight up. I might even throw them in the parlay.
But look at this. Look at this. You see the money line there? You see where it says open on the money line?
Yeah.
Look at where it opened at. It opened at -122 to +102. That's basically even. And now it's moved to -231 to the Chargers. right? So that kind of tells you a little bit. It's like, why would the line move like that? It usually moves like that because of betting dollars. So if more people are betting on the Chargers,
Yeah.
they make it more expensive to bet on the Chargers so they can kind of balance out the bets a little bit, right? But if everybody's on that side, it's now more profitable to just have Miami win if you're, Vegas conspiracy theorist. So
We'll
all I'm
see.
saying is like, what I'm saying is, I look at the original line. What was the before people started betting on it? What was the line at? The line was basically a coin flip, meaning we don't really know. These teams are basically the same team. We don't really know who's. And so now it's like, oh, it's 2-1 favorite. I'm like, what changed? Is somebody hurt on Miami that I didn't see?
People are
Uh,
people looking for Chargers. Yeah.
yeah. So that's the
Uh,
only thing. That's the only thing that I'm seeing
and
that's
people.
different here. So for me, I'm like, bro, this is a coin flip game, and all the traditional variables are on Miami's side. So this is a trap game. If you're betting, this is the game you do not want in the parlay, because best believe that the
It,
Chargers are going to make you sweat this out if they do end up pulling it off. And if they don't end up pulling it off, you're going to want to have listened to your boy and been like, damn. Because I already know the narrative after this. Oh, Justin Herbert, is he really? I guess he's not that guy. I guess he's the new Daniel Jones.
I don't see any narrative from this. I just see the Chargers going in there and handling business, man. It's
Hey, I'm gonna
pretty
bring this up the
straightforward.
next time. The next time we talk about bring this up.
Of course.
Chargers
Of course
gonna
you are.
Charger. Chargers gonna Charger. It's like betting on the Clippers. I don't know, man. Clippers are actually pretty good this year.
I know this isn't going to further help my you guys think I was a Charger fan for some reason, but nah, this Chargers got it. So
Let me
let's
see.
move on.
Okay. Okay, cool. The next game I got that is going to be a potential trap game is Lions Chiefs Sunday Night Football.
Sunday night, okay.
Now, this photo was taken probably a couple hours before this Jacksonville game when the Chiefs just lost. You see where everything's at right now? Because we may look at this later on in the week again and just like reevaluate it. My notes I have right now says that if the Chiefs, I wrote this a couple hours ago before the Chiefs lost to Jacksonville. If the Chiefs become an underdog at home, they will win against Detroit.
Okay.
Basically, so right now this is basically a coin flip game. You can kind of see the odds kind of like basically even. But because the Chiefs just lost to Detroit, to the Jaguars, watch this. Watch them become an underdog. The Chiefs being an underdog, and then as the game approaches, they will become they'll probably become a 2-1 underdog, to be honest, because all the media pundits and everyone else is going to be like, I got Detroit. The Chiefs aren't ready. The Chiefs. I mean, they don't really look like the Chiefs anymore. Detroit's rolling. Their offense looks so sexy with all their trick plays and bullshit. And everyone's going to be on Detroit. And the Chiefs are probably going to be about a plus 3.5 underdog in terms of the spread. The spread will probably be around 3.5. Chiefs will probably be about like a plus maybe like 180 money line dog at home. And guess what? The Chiefs are going to get Rashee Rice back. They already have Xavier Worthy back. And obviously Patrick Mahomes, still Patrick Mahomes. Their defense is actually pretty legit. Their defense like made the Ravens look like, and don't say that. Before they played the Ravens, everybody thought the Ravens are going to cook. And you know that's true.
We keep going off these storylines. I do get sometimes it works, right? Personally, this is what I'm staying away from, because whenever you have that team, oh, you're right. Like you said, you have the underdog. They're at home. They're probably going to win, right? So you have here, but it's different when it's like a star-studded, like that team that's at the top. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna stay away from it because you're right. the Chiefs could win this game and possibly should win this game, right? But
They,
Detroit
I wouldn't
also
say should win the game. What I'm
that's
telling you
that's what
is
that's where I'm like,
Detroit's on a roll right now.
yes,
This game,
exactly.
as we're looking at it right now, the odds makers, Vegas is like, I feel like it could go either way. But if we look at this on Sunday and the public gets involved, the media gets involved, and all of a sudden we're seeing the Lions minus 200, Chiefs an
Yeah,
underdog.
because
Everyone's
it's a
like,
loss.
it's not it's a different Chiefs, man. They don't really have it anymore. I don't know. It's a changing of the guard. Patrick Mahomes doesn't look like himself no more. Not understanding, okay, Rashee Rice, number one receiver, is coming back. Xavier Worthy, he's been balling out. He's going to be there. Kelsey at home. Okay, and their defense isn't the problem. It's mainly like their offense hasn't been clicking, and they look bad against Jacksonville. Cool. If that happens Sunday night, prime time, everyone's going to want to see a good game. Everyone's going to want to see a close game. Chiefs at
Yeah.
home, Andy Reid, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Patrick Kelsey, Taylor Swift. What's up?
To be honest, I might see Detroit winning a close one. I'm not going to bet. I'm staying away from this one, but you got me intrigued now. I'm gonna watch it. But I think Detroit prime time. Yeah, Detroit comes out in the clutch or something.
Dude, people sometimes you forget too, like as the weeks go by, you forget what the old narratives were. When Detroit was playing the Ravens like a couple weeks ago on Monday night, everybody was pretty heavy Ravens. They were like, "Oh, we don't really know if the Lions are for real yet," because it's only it's like the third week, and the Lions had lost to the Packers and stuff, so the Lions were kind of like on that recovery sort of situation. We don't really know. It's Lamar Jackson. He always look. Yeah, he's gonna. The Lions come out there and look like world beaters. So I'm just saying, like these Thursday night spots, these Sunday night spots, it's been kind of crazy how good the games have been. Almost too crazy, if you ask me, based on the odds. So again, all I'm saying, if you guys come back and we see 90% on the Detroit Lions, we see minus 200. If you don't see that, then for sure, I'll probably go with the Lions. If people are like being fair about it and being balanced about it, I'll be all right, let's back off. But if you're seeing like, I'm rolling Lions, oh, Detroit, oh, 8 Mile. Okay, that's when we know, like, yeah, okay, Chiefs.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. If they're still heavily favored, and yeah, we see everyone pick, yeah. But right now, I'm gonna stay away from it. I'm not gonna add it to any parlay. But well, actually, yeah. If the odds stay like this, I might go with I might just put in a straight Detroit. So yeah.
Yeah, if the odds look more even by Sunday, then I would probably lean Detroit. But if you see any sort like 88% Detroit, you stay away from this one. Okay, and the last one I have is Bears Commanders Monday Night Football. There's actually 2 Monday Night Football games. Whenever there's 2 Monday Night Football games, it's kind of weird because like they're both not. You can't have 2 primetime games. So the other Monday Night Football game is Bills Falcons. Obviously, the Bills just lost, so the Falcons aren't trash, but like I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna be heavy on the Bills too. But I don't. It's not gonna be the premier game. So I don't see the Bills losing that game. There's no narrative. There's no storyline. There's no reason for the Bills to lose that game.
Yeah, no reason for
This
them to lose.
game though, this Bears Commanders game. This is the more primetime because this is the later game. The Bills Falcons is like the earlier game. This is the later game on Monday. Bears Commanders. What's the storyline here? Last season, Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels. I think they were both. I don't know this for sure, but Caleb Williams definitely the first pick in the draft last year, and I'm pretty sure Jaden Daniels is number 2. He was either like number 2 or number 3. But in terms of quarterbacks, they were 1 and 2 in quarterbacks, so they kind of have like a built-in rivalry kind of thing. Caleb Williams goes into they play in Washington last year, and it's a pretty close game. And Caleb Williams basically has the game won, like they scored or whatever. Jaden Daniels does a Hail Mary touchdown to win the game, and the Bears season just falls apart after that. They go on like a big losing streak, and people realize that Jaden Daniels is the truth, and he's just way better than Caleb Williams. So in terms of that rivalry, and then people also blame the Bears coaching for giving up that game, basically, and putting a black eye on Caleb Williams. So now this year, the NFL schedule has Caleb Williams going back to Washington for round 2 against Jaden Daniels. And we have Jaden Daniels a 2-1 favorite on the money line, and the spread is around 4 points.
So
and look at the points. The points is 50. That means basically 25-25. So both teams are going to score over 25 points.
Which
so
makes
they're
sense,
saying it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a shootout in Washington, round 2. Caleb versus Jaden, number 1 and 2 quarterbacks from last season. You guys are both in your sophomore season. Let's go. Who's really the best quarterback?
So you're taking the Bears. I'm guessing you're taking the Bears, right?
Trap game, bro. Script alert. The Bears.
I mean, it has to be out of all the games. Yeah, out of all the games that we've went through. Going off.
Who do you think most people are going to choose? Who do you think most people are going to choose?
I mean, I'm leaning Commanders also.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The public is probably going to choose Commanders. Jaden looked good. He just beat Herbert. But Caleb Williams, he's coming off a bye week. Hey, you got a lot of extra training. You have one of those supposedly like the best offensive coach right now.
Motivation.
I'm expecting.
Yeah.
I'm expecting the Bears to come and cook in the first couple quarters. I expect them to have all the trick plays dialed up. And also the Bears have talent. The Bears kind of have better talent than the Commanders.
Man, here's what I'll say. The Bears can definitely win. So, of course, I'm going to throw some money on it at this point. I mean, hey, I'm going to be cheerful. I'm going to kill the same way we had the Patriots-Bills. That's the game of the week. Because I'm like, all right, you're right. Looking at your theory. And then you also just throw in, I mean, this looks sexy. I mean, the +4. Hey, man, Caleb, I'm a fan. Number 1 pick for a reason. Show these fools, man. Let's go. Caleb Williams on the way. Let's go.
USC.
Hey, so
USC Trojans.
Let's go Bears. Commanders do seem like a better. I'm not gonna say seem like a better team because you're right. They're not that great. It's just Jaden Daniels is special. He's special. But if you put in the motivation of all right. Like you said, you put in the storylines and stuff like that from last season. It's like, yeah, Caleb should come out here and, have a special game himself. So, yeah, why not? Or stay away from the game, but with a line like that, it's not going to hurt to throw in, just like this week with the Patriots, throw in some lunch money, If you lose it, hey, starve.
Yeah, one thing I'll say is like last year's game was very close. Jaden Daniels had to throw a Hail Mary. Yeah. How often do Hail Marys actually work? Like they were losing the game.
Hey.
So yeah, this is gonna be one of those ones where like because Jaden Daniels looked so good last week against the Chargers, he's coming back off injury. There's so much potential. The teams were almost dead even last year. Monday Night Football. It's gonna be a close game. If it's a close game, anything could happen. Watch this spread or this money line inflate to probably 3-1 by the time this game comes around. If that happens and you see 90%, you heard it here first. The Caleb Williams Bears, Roma Dunze, all those boys, David Swift, bro, they got talent. You got one of the best offensive minds coming off a bye. And they're going to be down. They're going to be 3-1 underdogs on Monday Night Football. And Caleb wants his lick back.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Watch it come down to the day. And if Caleb Williams wins, it's a better narrative for the NFL. It's, oh, Caleb Williams is back. Oh, is it him versus Jay? Who's better, him or Jaden? It's more even now. Like, it's just a better storyline. If Jaden Daniels wins, there is no storyline. So
And if the Patriots win too, then it's Drake May, and that's 3 of them, right? Who were drafted in the.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean Drake May, he's already having he's already having his storyline right now. Like I watched First Things First today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Patriot win, and then if they adds on, next week it's like so.
Yeah, Drake May, he's already having. They're already talking about the Patriots being like the top of their division again. Like Drake May, they're saying like Drake May, like it's not fair because like the Patriots didn't have like a long reset before Brady, like after Brady. It's like just a couple years, and all you guys already got another good quarterback to replace. So Drake May's already having his flowers today. Caleb Williams doesn't really have that. He's never really had that moment of like, oh yeah, you're our future quarterback. Like you're our guy.
Yeah.
He's been doubted, and so yeah. But again, to me, there's 3 spots. There's 3 spots where we can really, really hone in on the script. It's Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night. Monday night, this happens to be 2 games. I do not see the Bills losing again on prime time. Falcons, hey, Michael Penix, another quarterback to come from that same draft.
He's trash.
He's all right. All right. It's just, I just don't expect them to beat the Bills. I think the Bills are going to figure it out. They play in a dome. So, yeah, they'll figure it out. Giants, Eagles. Again, the Eagles are a weird team. I just think that Thursday night, short week, the Eagles' veteranness is just going to – and then also Saquon Barkley going back to New York. He's just not going to have a bad game. Like, trust me. Saquon Barkley may have his best game of the year going back to New York. So you don't want to let's rock with the Eagles. And then Lions, Chiefs. This is one we have to wait and see. This is one of those ones where it's like, hey, if our pattern hits, we're all in. If we see the Detroit Lions inflate to 3-1, 90% of the public on their side, and a bunch of media pundits like, oh, I've always been a Lions fan. You guys know I'm all about Dan Campbell and culture building, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, my favorite. You hear all Jared Goff. Rams should have traded him. Actually, you start hearing all that. Chiefs, man, they don't really seem like the same old Chiefs. I don't know. Patrick Mahomes, is he even good? Is Patrick Mahomes even? If you hear any of that stuff, we're Chiefs Kingdom. We're riding with the Chiefs, bro. If you hear any of that slander. And then obviously the one that I'm actually targeting, the one that I think will actually hit is going to be Bears Commanders. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be on Jaden Daniels. And it's going to be, I expect to hear a lot of just, oh yeah, of course the Commanders. Hey, all respect to the Bears. I think they're building something. They're starting to get a little bit better week by week. But I just think that the Commanders. Hey, who are you guys gonna pick though? Well, I got Commanders. What about you? I mean, I got Commanders too. What about you? I mean, I have to go with the Commanders. If we hear any of that type of rhetoric, we're definitely slamming the Bears. Punch it in. Caleb Williams will look like prime Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson. I'm not gonna say Jaden Daniels is gonna look bad. It's just the Bears defense will somehow just show up randomly with a bunch of turnovers. So trust me on this one. But we have to wait.
Yeah,
this isn't like a dialed up one like we had with the Bills. We did the Bills pick on a Saturday where everything was already kind of baked in from the media. This one it's Monday night. We need to wait and see where the media wants to take it. The media drives all these narratives, and then they shape public perception. So let's see which direction they want to go in. If they want to play some games, all right, Sunday Night Football, we may have an opportunity. They want to play some games, Monday Night Football, we may have an opportunity. So we'll see what happens. And then if you're feeling froggy, The Dolphins, Chargers. Chargers going to Charger. Miami
Chargers.
comfortable at home with their feet up. That could be another one.
Take the Chargers. If you're going to take the Chargers.
we can do our own side bet if you want. If you really
we already have the. I think you said Browns were going to take the Steelers, right?
Which one do you want to do? Which one do you feel the most confident in? The Steelers or the Chargers?
We can do. We can do Browns Steelers. I'm more confident in the Steelers beating the Browns than I am in the Chargers beating the Dolphins. But we can do both. But top is Steelers over Browns for sure. Browns ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, it'll be weird if we do two because potentially we could split. Now it's like
Steelers. Let's do Steelers Browns because I'm taking Steelers because that one I'm not. There's no way you can tell me otherwise. Chargers. Hey. They boo-boo. Their organization is boo-boo, so I don't really care about them. But Steelers, I'll take them over Browns.
Okay. All right. So we got a side bet. Browns, Steelers. I think Dylan Gabriel is going to have a coming out party, and all of a sudden people are going to be like, hey, let's get Shador on the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking because I ain't. Yeah, the Raiders. Yeah, that's some no.
You think that Aaron Rodgers is going to continue to cook and not really have to do too much?
At least the Browns. We're talking about the Browns here. Cleveland? Who wants to go to Cleveland, man? What are we talking about? So yeah,
I'm just saying, we'll see. Okay, let's put some on it, and we'll do that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Hopefully we're getting some.
Hey man,
hopefully we're onto something, man. It seems like this is going to be the strategy. Yeah. Also, let me know if you want me to do the college football. I don't really have college football is just so much more random than NFL that we don't really have to do these scripts because the team either has talent or it doesn't. But if you want, we can work in some college football. One thing I like doing right now with college is basically just going against the hype. So it's a very similar strategy, but it's slightly different. So once you kind of see what are the hype trains, just fading those is basically the strategy. So right now I got Deion Sanders, I got Bill Belichick, I got Arch Manning.
Anywhere
you see any of these people playing a known school, you go the other way.
It's an L.
Oh, Arch Manning against Florida? L. Oh, Arch Manning against Ohio State? L. Arch Manning against Bishop Amont Southern? W. Never heard of that school. Right. So Bill Belichick, same thing. Hey, never heard of the school before? They're probably going to win. If you've heard of it, UCF? Oh yeah. I think I recognize that logo.
UCF.
Slam it, bro. Trust me. I've won money on this. University of Central Florida.
UCF. How you lose to them?
Yeah, exactly. Because he has no talent, bro. He beat Charlotte. I didn't even know Charlotte had a university. So these are some bets that are out there. There's also on our bookie Assad, we have there's a mode for teasers. I really like that right now. So I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's straight bets, parlays, and then there's teasers. If you were to click on the teaser part, you can basically you're doing parlays, but you're giving yourself I guess a cushion. So instead of saying just money line, it's I'm picking the Chargers to lose 7 points or something. So now you're safe. So even if they lose, they may not lose by 7. They may only lose by 2 points or whatever. So doing that on college, I had a really good week last week. Most of my picks hit. The only pick that didn't hit, I'm talking about 50 out of 15 picks. The only one that didn't hit was Navy Air Force, and Navy. I needed Navy to win by 1 more point. They won by 3. I needed them to win by 4. That's the only pick that didn't hit. So yeah. So if you want to do that one, that one's kind of.
Not anymore. Not anymore after news like that.
Bro, I won most of the bets. I won probably 3 out of 5.
Nah,
3 out of 5 bets, and the odds are really good. So now to 6-leg parlay, you're getting 6-1 on your money, and every team they're already favored to win by like double digits. But I'm lowering how much they need to win by 7. So now the Vegas is projecting them to win by like 20 points. I only need them to win by like 12 points. So all I'm saying is like within that formula, Navy like didn't win by enough points and didn't win. I needed them to have one more point. And that's how much I lost. It wasn't like I got destroyed or whatever. So that actually worked out pretty well. So I'm probably going to go back to the well with that strategy because it seems like NFL is getting kind of random right now and harder to like know what the picks are looking like. So if you want that, I can kind of show you what I'm looking for this week on that one. But thank God for the script alert. Patriots, you came through last week. You know what I'm saying? You came through. Drake May, Stephon Diggs looking like an NFL receiver for the first time in a long time. Shout out Cardi B. I don't know. I feel like she had a part in all this. And yeah, man, Pats are back. Pat, like week of the underdogs. So, and I knew. Yeah, you keep saying you're a Patriot fan. Yeah, I knew you were sweating. I knew you were just like, I don't know.
I wasn't sweating. I was just like, because again, I was like, I'm not. If I lose, cool. Like it's not like it was just one of those like test, like feeling out bets. It was like, well, I mean, if this theory hits, it's like if this theory obviously, but if not, at least we know. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. But hey, yeah, they hit. I mean, it was cool. It was a nice one. Like that's it. Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can keep it rolling, man. All right, we'll end it here, and hopefully we have some good news next week.
Oh yeah.